welcome back to my shop. Rob from Woodsley Summercraft here. Now today I have a piece of Manitoba maple, I believe it is. It's been in a bag, a black plastic bag, for at least a year, sitting in the corner of my workshop. I did actually mount this on the lathe several months ago, and it is so off balance that it went straight back in the bag. Now it is still off balance, but I want to try and get this thing turned. So I'm going to start off like really slow. Unfortunately, my lathe doesn't go slower than 630 RPM. That's the slowest that the King Canada lathe will go, at least the one I've got. So I'm going to do a lot of stop starting to get it trued up, and then once it's trued up, it shouldn't be a problem. Famous last words, right?
I headed home on a night a lot like this, against the wind, against my mind. And there you stood, resentment clenched in your fists, and the blame was all mine. Well, the candle's burning low, and the sun has set, you know. There you confessed love had left us in the mist. So I'll leave you alone now, I promise. Betrayed by my consciousness, my instincts, my faith, when there was no use in trying. You'll say my sight has grown cold and comfortless, and my angels are all crying. The time has passed to be withdrawn. It's the time for moving on. There you mark me with one last deadly kiss. So I'll leave you alone now, I promise. Drifted south with the cold on my back, snow melting through my shoes, counting the rocks round the railroad track, still thinking of you. I'm not fighting for your heart, I just wonder where you are. You surely knew it'd take two to fight for this. So I'll leave you alone now, I promise. Is away, rolling furiously fast on the seasick open air. Maybe only the best things will last, and we never get there. You won't take your time on it, and you always did know best. Your little world is shades of ignorance and bliss. So I'll leave you alone now, and your heart just an empty black abyss. So I'll leave you alone now. I just hate to think of all the things that we missed. But I'll leave you alone now. I promise. I promise. With a child's eyes, always asking why. Caught up in a world that's so black and white. But when the men get quiet, you can hear them cry. And if the blackbird sings in the night, and the white dove sings in the day, can we meet in the middle on a sunny shade of gray? Not too close to the light, but maybe getting far from the dark. It's a pretty crazy life with all these riddles on my heart. Always drawing lines, looking for a fight. Never taking time to see another side. But if you close your eyes, you can hear them cry. And if the blackbird sings in the night, and the white dove sings in the day, can we meet in the middle on a sunny shade of gray? Not too close to the light, but maybe getting far from the dark. It's a pretty crazy life with all these riddles on my heart. The hearts are hard, shut and closed and barred. There's a time that we all head back to the start. It's so cut and dry, it's so wrong or right. Never even try to set aside the pride. But when the world is silent, you can hear them cry. And if the blackbird sings in the night, and the white dove sings in the day, can we meet in the middle on a sunny shade of gray? Not too close to the light, but maybe getting far from the dark. It's a pretty crazy life with all these riddles on my heart. It's a pretty crazy life with all these riddles on my heart.
Okay, so this bowl is now sanded to 220 grit. I have a couple of plans for this. I won't go into detail right now, but it's going to involve some texturing and some ebonizing and some gold gilt.
Lean back and swallow the key to your heart. Your hiding in your shallow skin, and you never did. You've had a parachute on from the start. I know you wanna break your fall, but I'm feeling anything at all. Everybody feels alone. Everybody's on their own. I wanna see the stars collide. I wanna see the burning sky inside you. You wear a permanent smile on your face, but you're bleeding from the inside out, and you'll never say what it's about. But I know, yeah I know, yeah I know that it's a lie that you never told me. I guess you sold me all the same. Everybody feels alone.
Okay, so at this point we have the back side of the bowl finished. It's sanded to 220 grit with some texturing and some score lines and some ebonizing with some India ink, and then I'm going to burnish the two sides, the score lines either side, to make them more crisp. And then I'm going to be using some Yorkshire grit on the areas that are not ebonized, and some tie wax across the textured ebonized area. I'm really hoping that that will highlight the texturing. Okay, so I have now sanded this back down to 220 grit. I'm reasonably satisfied with it. So what I'm going to do now is put some sanding sealer on it and let that dry, and then we'll do the Yorkshire grit.
I wanna see the stars collide. I wanna see the burning sky inside you and I wanna go blind. And I want you to blind.
So you want to make sure you don't get your fingers caught up in this wire wool, because it would cut you pretty good. So just take a small piece of it in an open hand, and if it gets caught it will just come out of your hand without hurting you. I'm going to have this on slow speed, just like sanding, and then basically denib this piece of wood. So now I'm going to touch the area that's ebonized. I don't know if it's going to take more ebonized colour off. Doesn't appear to. That's good. So it's nicely sealed. And again, I like to use a tack rag, which takes any residue off that might be on there, any pieces of steel that are left on there from the wire wool, any black that might still want to come off.
Beagle down the street is never on a leash, and every car that passes by each chases like a freak. He was puzzled, so I asked him what he'd do one day if he caught himself a big old shepherd. And he said, I don't have a clue, but how many of us ever really do.
Okay, so it's at this point that I want to apply the tie wax to the ebonized areas, and I'm not too concerned about this because it's not really going to take any of the tie wax on because it's a very tight grained wood, but the texturing should take the tie wax.
My stupid little cat thinks her tail is a rat. She chases it in circles till she sputters out of gas. I told her it's impossible to catch that tail, that no matter what she does, she'll always fail. And she said, ooh, I don't have a clue.
Alright, I'm going to give that a few minutes to dry, and then we'll buff it off.
But how am I supposed to know?
Okay, so I had a little bit of a clean up while this was drying a little bit. It's now pretty tacky. It's dried considerably. So what I'm going to do now is buff this, and we should just see that it's left inside the texture. So again, I'll just do this on slow speed.
I know my way. I wake up every day. I start to walk, and from my path I never really stray. I'll get to where I'm going when I figure out why the map is always changing when I start to find my route. And I go, ooh, 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 I don't have a clue, but how many of us ever really do? There is not a glowing sign that I am heading toward. I'm not aimless, I'm just not sure what I am aiming for. What am I aiming for?
That looks kind of nice. It does definitely have this snakeskin look. It's going to be nice. Okay, so now what I will do is hollow the bowl out and get it all sanded down, prepared for the ebonizing and the wax.
child's eyes, always asking why. Caught up in a world that's so black and white. But when the men get quiet, you can hear them cry. And if the blackbird sings in the night, and the white dog sings in the day, can we meet in the middle on a sunny shade of gray? Not too close to the light, but maybe getting far from the dark. It's a pretty crazy life with all these riddles on.
And thanks for watching. Here's the completed bowl, just over 15 inches in diameter and 2.5 inches deep. With all of the extra effort that went into it, I think it was worthwhile. And it does have this textured, ebonized, tie waxed edge that looks kind of like snakeskin. So I'm going to call this snakeskin rimmed bowl. So I hope you like it. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I appreciate that. And to all the new subscribers out there, thank you for joining. And I hope that you enjoy my content in the future. So take care. Bye for now.